What's going on, fellas? It's GMB back with another video. And yes, you've read that right. The Panthers have unlocked their secret weapon in Jimmy Horn Jr., fellas. And let me tell you, Jimmy Horn Jr. has had a huge impact on this Carolina football team, and I'm super excited to talk about it. And there's one thing that we need to talk about before we dive into some Jimmy Horn film is there's a new Panthers in town, man, okay? And it's all revolving around the pre-snap motion, in my opinion, okay? In 2023, Bryce Young's first year, they run pre-snap motion 15% of the time, okay? Bryce Young has a rough year. He has a very rough wide receiver room as well. 2024 rolls around, okay? Bryce Young bumps it up a little bit. You're hoping Bryce Young blossoms a little bit. You try and get him a little bit more into the playbook, and they increase it, but a lot of the time Andy Dalton was in the game and he's more of a traditional guy, so they didn't need to do that with him. But they ultimately did increase their pre-snap motion because that is something that is taking over the NFL, and that's something that will help their quarterback out because it gives them a huge advantage on figuring out hints about what the defense is running. Pre-snap motion allows them to see if they're running man, if they're running zone, if they're running some sort of disguise, if there's a shift on the D line, figure out stuff about the linebacker. These are all things that Bryce Young's a smart guy. We know this, and so if he's picking up on these things, he's going to be able to pick apart the defense, and he's been doing that this year a little bit better. A lot of early turnovers that need to be fixed, but Panthers are 3-3, and I would be happy if I was a Carolina fan. But yeah, look at that big number, 2025 so far. They're running pre-snap motion 45% of the time, and it's mainly because of that man, Jimmy Horn Jr. Okay, as I mentioned, the Panthers receiving room has not been good in the past, okay? And this year, they got some dogs, all right? You got Jalen Coker coming back this week off of IR, and I don't think that's going to do anything to Jimmy Horn. I think that's going to do everything to Xavier Legette. Xavier Legette is going to be on the field much less because Jalen Coker can do everything Legette can do, but better. And Jimmy Horn provides that speed. He provides that distraction. They're running him in jet sweeps. When he's out wide and they're running an inside zone, he's popping off as a fake bubble screen. He's providing a great distraction. But through two games, in the two games Jimmy Horn has played, the Panthers are 2-0. But through those two games, he has 4 receptions for 57 yards, 3 carries for 21 yards, and out of the 36 snaps he has played in the two games, 18 of those times he has been in motion. And I think that's just a test to what I've kind of been talking about. They're using Jimmy Horn to give advantages to their quarterback, Bryce Young, and then guess what? Not only is he a distraction, he's making plays with that game-winning catch to set up that touchdown for the Panthers to beat the Dolphins on 4th and 6, which we're going to jump into right freaking now, man. But just know that when Jimmy Horn is on the field, the Panthers' yards per play is significantly higher than when he is off the field. We're not going to dive into the specifics, but just know that is a statistical fact, and it's a significant difference, fellas. So let's get into some film. First, we're going to watch a couple of the carries, how are they using them in jet sweep? How is Jimmy Horn looking with the ball, okay? But you're going to have a fake dive to Dowdle, and Jimmy Horn Jr. is going to catch this ball. Guess what? 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, okay? 10 yards, and the Panthers set up a nice little blocking scheme, but just watch Jimmy Horn. He's light on his feet, that just looks so effortless. Gosh, let me move the face cam, fellas. My apologies if I can fucking figure it out. There we go. God, I look more discombobulated than the fucking Bills defense right now. But hey, let's get back into it. Let's start that over, okay? We got this first play, Jimmy Horn. How are they using Jimmy Horn Jr.? Watch this. He's light on his feet. It looks good. Get upfield. Get upfield, big boy. Come on. Next play. I love this shit, man. I love it. Jimmy Horn goes across the field. He's gonna come back because Bryce Young likes what he sees. Okay, let's take it back. Let's take it back. All right. As I was saying, pre-snap motion gives you what the defense is running. All right. So what happens? Jimmy Horn Jr. runs across the field. This corner follows Jimmy across the field. All right. Look where Bryce is looking at. The fucking corner. All right. So Bryce, he has a couple. There's a couple options that they can run it off the Dowdle. They can do a pass play, or he can motion back Jimmy Horn because he knows they're in man coverage. You know, if they're in man coverage right now, they could be running a man blitz. And guess what? I like my chances of Jimmy Horn Jr. against an edge guy. And that's exactly what Bryce Young does here. Calls Jimmy Horn back. He's reading the defense. Look at that. Takes it. Jimmy Horn gets outside, makes a little move, spins upfield to get an extra yard for a 5-yard gain. Those two jet sweeps, 5, 6 yards. Those are things you love to see. And let's just watch this. Jimmy plants the foot and accelerates. We're going back one more time. Watch the speed. Watch the speed of the plant foot right here. Looks good, man. Looks good. Just it's effortless. It's effortless. It looks good. And he's going to be catching some deep balls. He's going to be catching some short crosser balls. But hey, fellas, this is the 4th and 6 I'm talking about. 4th and 6, game on the line. They're not throwing the Tet McMillan. They're not throwing to Hunter Renfrow. They're not throwing the Dowdle, who's been the hottest fantasy football player in the last 2 weeks. They're throwing to Jimmy Horn Jr., okay? He's going to have this corner who says, no, I want him. I want him. I fucking want him. And Jimmy Horn Jr. says, nah, this is mine. Barbecue chicken. Gets held. Guess what? Grabs it 4th and 6. And guess what? The best part about the whole thing, watch this. When he gets the ball in his hands, he doesn't let it sit there and allow the defender to smack it down. Jimmy grabs the ball and says, get the fuck out of here. Give me that. Watch Jimmy. Watch Jimmy. All 120 pounds of him. Give me that shit. Snatch it away from him. Get high. I'm ready right now. It's so exciting, man. And just a little crosser here. Jimmy Horn's going to be at the top of your screen. He's going to be at the top of your screen, and this is going to be, he's going to break one of these up. And when he does, you can clip this. You can go back and watch. Because I said it. He's going to break one of those off. A little short slant, a little short drag. Jimmy Horn is out of there. And this is the biggest play of his career so far, fellas. Look at him. He's just in motion. He's in motion every time. He's just creating distractions. He's being fucking Jimmy Horn Jr. He's being a story. He's creating a story for the offense. And watch, he's going to go down the sideline. He's going to stop in the soft spot too. Gets a little excited, steps out of bounds, but dude, he is. Look at Andy Dalton right there. Andy Dalton just witnessed the greatest fucking play in history of Carolina football. Andy Dalton's right there. Electric. Shout out Andy Dalton for getting the Bills to the playoffs for the first time in 17 years, in 2017 or whatever. Yeah, then just another little play. Look, this another way to get Jimmy Horn the ball. Because guess what? They're running him in fake jet sweeps, so you got to give him a real jet sweep. Not this connection right there, but hey, Jimmy Horn Jr. is making an impact on the Carolina Panthers. And if you don't think that at the end of this video, then, you're probably a butthurt JJ McCarthy fan. So yeah, thanks for watching, fellas. If you stayed till the end of the video, drop a number 15 for Jimmy Horn Jr. Really appreciate it. Until next time.